You have a lot of joy watching the football matches if you can feed. 14 cities, 88 pesos. That's a minimum wage in an inflation of what, 40.4. So it means that, again, I'll say, if you work a full day, you can't even buy a loaf of bread. You can't buy a liter of petrol. You can't buy ECG credit. You can't buy water.
You can't live your life.
You are just useless. That's what it means.
That's actually what it means.
And for me, I've been thinking about the national service people. 559 cities.
You're still receiving that?
Yes, in this economy. Do you know we have not added anything since 2017? The last time an upward adjustment was made from them for about 350 or so was in 2016, and then it was actualized in 2017. 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 559.
I thought a case had been made to increase it to about 700 or so.
But you make a case.
I don't know if it has been
and
confirmed yet,
nobody's
but
listening. But we are paying NAPCO 699. What were they able to do with it?
Yeah.
We still owe them.
They still haven't been
And you
paid.
know, even for NSS, sometimes their monies come quarterly. They don't pay them by the month anymore. In this Sikampe Dede Medonyami economy, these are president and vice president's
Poyoyo
economy.
And you see, yesterday I was just
No, but
taking a look.
it's not funny. Oh.
Yeah,
No, it's not.
I was taking a look at the minimum wages in other countries. And in fact, for the likes of the UK, France, and Germany, their minimum wage is pegged per hour. And for UK, their minimum wage is $11.43.
Please
So
wait,
it's
repeat that.
9.50
Repeat that again.
pounds. So it says here that the national minimum wage in the UK is £9.50. So that's $11.43 per hour. If you go to France, per hour, they receive $10.71. In Germany, they receive $10.59 per hour. Ours is per day, and it's even lower than the minimum wage, the general poverty.
And that's
you see the problem when they
And
come.
so-
When they
and
come,
so-
they say, oh,
Germany,
I
they
was
say,
wondering-
Dokrui, Mito, and they do those useless
Videos.
YouTube videos. Dokrui, Mitono, £1.50 until Tommy
Exactly.
Nuboma, £3.
Momote Ghana
They are
and one say,
paying
but
per
you see,
hour.
and you see the government communicators too, when they come, they
Yes.
said that Ghana is not in this alone. Look
But-
at how much they pay people in those economies that
hour.
they keep comparing
what they
Ghana with.
earn an hour can pay somebody 2 days.
Yeah.
Oh, 2 days simple.
Yeah.
What they earn per
I'm talking
hour.
about
Yeah.
10 days, 20
Because
days.
I
if
think
somebody
10 days, actually.
if somebody earns £5 per hour, and they decide to work for 40, that's
Or-
£40.
or even 6 hours, depends.
If you convert that into our cash, and mind you, these guys have access to better train, better roads, better, their light does not go off, all of those, they have access to credit and whatever. If you convert it into our money, that's somebody's full month pay.
Yeah.
$40,
Literally.
£40.
I mean, if you even
So,
convert this
so
14.8,
when people
it's
come and
less
they are
than
making
$1.
those comparisons, I just look at them.
You know, yesterday I had a friend who came in on Friday to do the mother's 2 years memorial of a sort from the UK. And he's a very highly skilled person because he works in health and just not in nursing or etc. He's into laboratory investigation, etc. and works in one of the topmost UK hospitals. And even him said,
Times are hard.
looking at how much he brought and the exchange rate and so much cedis that was in his hands, he knew that we were in trouble. And there's somebody who owns a plush house somewhere, you know, and is empathizing with the ordinary Ghanaian because he's thinking that the last time I came 2 years ago,
Yeah.
I didn't have to spend that much.
no, yeah. Apart from that, the exchange rate at which
yeah.
I had to get the CD back, and I look at the quantum that is in my hands, it means that the
yesterday-
economy has deteriorated
It really
at
has.
such a state
yes,
that the
yes.
real issues are not being told to the
Exactly.
ordinary.
Yesterday,
Exactly.
a friend of mine went to clear a car from the port. By conversion,
Yeah.
he had paid 30,000 for the car. When the car got here, he had to pay 45,000 cedis to clear the car of 30,000. So if he's going to sell that car, already he has committed 75,000. It's an Elantra, I think 2013 Elantra. So how much is he going to sell it for? And how long is it going to be in the garage?
Yeah.
How long is he going to maintain it? And whoever takes it, they're going to roadworthy, insurance. So by the time you eventually own the car, you are in trouble. And they are collecting all of those monies at the port. And if he had not been able to pay, yesterday was Wednesday, the car would have been auctioned.
Wow.
And tell you what, it would have been auctioned for lesser than what.
Exactly.
So I don't get it. I buy a car for 30. You're charging me 45,000. You are going to auction it if I'm not able to bring the 45,000.
Maybe like 20.
So why don't you take, if I have 20, take the 20 and give me the car? That one too is a rocket science. And this is our own port too. Our own port, we are quoting in dollars. Then you have somebody in government come to tell you that, oh, we transact in cedis. It be lie. We quote in dollars.
That is why sometimes when you look at,
So what's happening to our currency?
Yeah. So that is why sometimes when you look at a makeshift policy like how we've turned the frontage of the Ministry of Food and Agriculture into a market, you keep asking. Because even the Statistical Service has said that, look, the reality of how we measured inflation, it's not just inflation, food inflation, particularly linked to the products that are there, are that we went to various outlets. And just to apprise all of us of prices were collected for 47,877 products from 16 regions. Price collection was done in 57 markets. So it means that 57 big markets are identifiable. Now, guess what? Prices are also collected for about 8,337 outlets. So these markets are identifiable. The outlets are also identifiable. If you claim that you want to stop profiteering, go to these identified markets.
Drop the things there.
And go and put your people there, just like the GRA innovatively is doing at the various shops that we have across the country. You don't go and put the items on the frontage of the Ministry of Food and Agriculture. It's an eyesore.
Now,
and how effective is that?
Now they've even taken it to the market, and I was appalled.
And just in case the Ministry of Food and Agriculture cannot identify these outlets, 8,337 outlets and 57 markets, they should go to the Ghana Statistical Service. They know where they can locate the market and the outlets.
But if you listen to the Greek minister, he says that he has the men on the ground every corner, and they're the ones who are updating him and telling him that really there's no problem. It's just
because you have to tackle the so-called profiteering at the source. Because we have raised questions about whether there's great thinking and then communication about the issues as well as the indicators that make up the pricing for the consumer in the urban centers. Transportation, influenced by forex losses, have caused the prices to be high because those who are bringing the product are being futuristic about their their pricing. Look, I'm bringing 5 loads of the items that are being displayed the last couple of days. We have yam, plantain. They are not going to be finishing in a day. I'm going back to the market center.
In 2 weeks.
Exactly. So in 2 weeks, the price will change.
So I'm pricing it ahead.
Yes.
That's what they're doing.
Why didn't they add the perishables?
And now we are blaming.
Why didn't they add the perishables?
If he had, he would have added.
Like the pepper, the tomatoes. No,
because they will perish.
Not every reality.
No, because they will perish.
Because if I'm going to pick it from the farms and it's going to perish in a day, you expect me to what? Want to sell it at what price and make a loss?
The minister doesn't know.
Just at our frontage, we have fatty. You think that all those who are from Jubilee House, Ministry of Information's outlet of ISD, TV3, Prudential Bank, who buy all that, you think they buy all those products? Some perish. She will put that
into our cost.
Into our price.
Exactly.
We'll pay. Why are we trying to be hypocritical about the state of the economy and its effect on prices
we have
of food?
gotten to the point where police is selling Amadang.
With the Ghana must go back.
Police.
When they collect the money, then they put in the Ghana must go back.
Police woman is selling Amada. Yeah.
I mean, at least they are listening to council to some extent.
So she went to the training school to come and wear uniform to sell Amada.
At least the ministry is listening, because
but what did she say?
them
This
that
one is what?
really you cannot take the food out of the mouths of the traders.
And the guy has Ghana must go and skipping the money inside.
Yes, they admitted it.
They're not even collecting the money.
They might have to relook at how to plan this.
Chaotic.
Do you know at some point when they started the first time at the ministry, do you know they ran out of receipts?
Seriously.
And they were actually writing.
Giving receipts.
Yes, when you buy, you have to get the receipt. It has to be stamped. Do you know they ran out of receipts and they had to use just paper?
Who is paying for those?
Now there were so many routes to get out. So people were picking the things and running away.
For free.
Yes, and you are telling us that this is sponsored by private people.
You know what they said? There's no cost at all when it comes to the agric ministry.
Policewoman, they wear uniform, they sell Amadan.
Well, agric ministry says they are not spending any money
protecting
at all,
Amadan.
and that all the cost is from the private distributors. I hope that eventually they don't come back and tell us that we spent some 11 million Ghana cedis
protect the Amadan.
PFJ market.
Madam,
I really hope they don't come back and tell us that.
We are protecting Amadan. You say what?
No, but I really do hope that they stick to this statement that they are not spending any money at all in handling this PFJ market, because all the cost is being borne.
I have come to learn
by the
that when the government tells me that they didn't spend money, I should not believe them.
What's your example?
COVID-19 app launch. Which
and then the freebies,
which
the freebies that were shared, electricity.
Which COVID-19 case?
We paid in 2021.
Which COVID-19 case
paying.
did the app?
We are still paying.
Yeah, COVID levy has not been cancelled.
Which COVID-19 case did the app help us to trace? They told us we didn't pay money, but we paid money for it. Church app. They told us we're going to get it. Where is the COVID-19 church app? Free water, free electricity.
We are paying.
It be lie.
They said it was never free.
Free food. They said we
paid in 2021.
We haven't stopped that.
Sorry.
Now police people are wearing uniform to protect Amadan.
Oh,
in Ghana.
Let's not protect Amadan. Amadan
economy.